Marv and Doug. John is on the other coast tonight, but I'm sure his thoughts are here with us. The Oregon Music Hall of Fame Album of the Year is Koonce-Ross-Fraser's New American Blues. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, it's an intense album with a lot to say, tackling subjects like homelessness, the forgotten, loss, regret, being let down by faith, pride. The first time I saw the video for I Won't Sing Here Anymore, I'll admit I cried, and then I watched it 5 more times. The song evoked such emotion about what religion has become. What caused you to write it?
Well, I think the same thing that made you feel when you cried is the same thing I felt. I think a lot of us have seen the religion that we grew up with has changed in this country, and a lot of people have weaponized religion in this country, and we just that song just came out really fast. It was one of those tunes where I just it had boiling up, I think, and with all subconsciously. I didn't even have a line, but I just sat down one day and I thought I'm just gonna found this one little guitar thing, and then I just all of a sudden that line came out. I won't sing here anymore, and it hit me when I sang it. It was one of those emotional moments of it hit. I wasn't expecting it to hit me. It just came out of my mouth, and then it hit my heart. So it was one of those kind of situations. And then I took it to Doug and played it for him, and he just kind of went, "Wow, yeah, that's it." And then John came in. And we played it for John, because I just did a little demo of it. And John just shook his head and said, yeah, that's it. You don't need to say any more than that. That's perfect. Yeah. So we kept it real simple. We did it live, John and I and Doug in a room, just the 3 of us. And later on we added a little bit here and a little bit there, but it was basically just one take on the guitar and John singing, and it was all heartfelt. And Doug put the video together, and I think the video was as powerful as the song. Maybe Doug could talk about the vid, but...
Yeah, please do.
The video started because we were early in recording this project, and I don't think we'd actually even thought about doing a record yet, but maybe we had. So this was about in February or so, and so the thought was, this song was so simple that we were done with it. So then Marv and I were talking, and I said, I edit video, let's do a video. And so we said, kind of like the way that the record was going, okay. So Marv rented the church for 2 hours. So we had 2 hours to film the entire video, which the videos after that actually took longer than that.
Yeah.
So that was, it was just sort of, actually I think we both agree that it was just lucky. I mean, it just was lucky that everything came together. And because it did.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, there's...
The day before we shot it, I did a rough storyboard and rented the church. That's that little church in Selwood, and where they have weddings now and stuff. It's tiny, but it was just the perfect thing for this video. And we went in and we literally had, I brought a light that I used for my garage to do the lighting. And because the lighting, it's a dark little church. And John he just has that everyman quality to him that's sort of something you can't put your finger on why he has that, but Koonce has that thing. And when he just sat and just delivered the video and looked and sat in the church and sang it, it was powerful being there, and we were so excited because we knew it was going to work because it was simple. We kept it simple.
Such an organic start to this whole project, and it became an album. Other cuts from the album that really got me: First Guitar, The Change, Something to Cry About. Oh Lord, child abuse, that was a hard one. Self-Inflicted Mess.
Last song Marv wrote for that.
Yeah, I felt like we needed something that was just a party song, that was something funny, because there was so many heavy songs I had written in a row, and I was going, God, we need something that's kind of just loosey-goosey song kind of thing. And I searched for months and months and months for the right phrase to describe. It had to be something that was, sort of self-condescending, but without pity. And it's a fine line you walk when you're trying to find just that right kind of line. And we were in Europe with Molly and Doug, and where were we at? We were in
Barcelona.
And I was just laying in my bed in there and taking a nap after a long walk, and I just went I don't know how, it just popped out, self-inflicted mess. And I went, oh my God, that's it. I've been looking for months for that line. And then I wrote it on the way home on the airport, or in the airplane on the way back to the United States.
Well, the title of the album is something I think most of us have felt greatly, especially in the past decade, New American Blues. Was that the first? That wasn't the first song that you wrote, but it's the title track.
Yeah, it was. I think to me, it was the song that I knew was really powerful, and I was very excited about that song. I was riding my bike. I ride my bike on the Springwater Trail from Portland to Gresham 3 times a week. So that's a 11-mile journey through basically homeless camps. So I was getting a lot of input visually as I was riding my bike past the camps, and I'd talk to people in the camps, and it just, after a while, I just went, I'm just going to write this song on my bike, because this is where I'm seeing and experiencing. So I had the melody, figured out that little chord thing at the top, and I kept the melody in my head, got on my bike, and then I would write. And then if I got something I really liked, I'd get off my bike, get out my phone, and type it in, because I'd forget it. And then I'd get back on my bike and write it and keep going. And I did that for about 3 weeks, and then the song was complete. And I had what I wanted. I'm real proud of that song. It's a very, the lyric in that is definitely Bob Dylan influenced. But it's also, I think it has a bit of my own thing in it that is just sort of my peculiar lyric style that is kind of da-di-da-da-di-da-di-da kind of thing, rhythmically. Kind of.
Also a great video, too. Did you do that one, Doug?
Yeah, Marv and I did the videos. I did the editing, and we scripted it out, and we kind of were very careful about images that we would use and different things that we would use, but it also had to have a punch. So we filmed it with John standing outside on Johnson Creek Boulevard on the side of the road in front of a fence that had an American flag woven in it. And Marv had the little box with the with the audio in it, and the cars were like going by this close. But John was absolutely focused on that.
Yeah.
He just did a great job.
And it was pouring rain, too, at the time. It was raining.
Yeah, it was. We tried Eastmoreland Golf Course. We see here we filmed a lot of stuff, but we only used
Yeah.
we only used that.
Yeah.
Well, that's my old neighborhood,
Yeah.
right there by Johnson Creek Road. We called it Felony Flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of homeless camps in that stretch. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, you struck a nerve and you went places we all needed to go. Well done, and congratulations on New American Blues being named the Oregon Music Hall of Fame Album of the Year. Marv, Doug, thank you for coming and talking with us. And John, we miss you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And I won't sing here anymore. These old rafters rang when me and Mom and Dad all sang. But I won't sing here